music to just be playing, yeah.
So just be very, unless if you don't care about that stuff, then by all means take every single event. I feel like when I turn down events and people reach out to me, they think I'm cocky, which is not the case at all. I'm not about to waste my time up here performing, and it just sounds completely horrible.
Right.
Because I know what I think when they do
you hear
that.
somebody, right? Yeah.
Right. That's just I'm never listening to this. It sounds bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't want my shit to sound like that. So.
No, I think that, and just sort of piggyback off what you're saying, I think that I've had, and I personally, I really haven't done many performances in Rockford for a very similar reason to that. I think that one reason I haven't done it is because of sound quality, and then also like politics as well sort of plays a role in one of the reasons I haven't done it. But I also think one of the things that is very true is that the same thing like with just going to anybody's studio. Like when you just go to somebody's studio and you don't get a rapport with whoever you're recording with, you don't really have like a relationship with whoever you're recording with, you sort of put yourself in a situation where they're less invested in the sound of the music.
Turns into my experience with Neil.
Yeah, you know, like, and so for me, one of the things that's been real important is like I've recorded with the same person, with the same two people, but basically now with Skinny for the same person for close to a decade. And I think that one of the things you get comfortable with is learning with that person, you know, like getting in the ebb and flow of like, okay, this sounded like this, what can we change going forward with this? And not feeling as if, and also too, when it's a collaborative process, it really changes that. And so for me, this last year was like, this year has been like the first time where I've really done performances here. And that really came with being in a space where like, this is my space. This is our space where I can come through and I can get comfortable with the levels. I can get comfortable with the speakers. I can know, okay, this is what needs to be improved upon. Mm-hmm. This is what songs will sound good here. This is what songs won't sound as good here. This is how it sounds when it's an empty space, and this is how it sounds when it's 10 people in the space, or this is how it sounds when it's 35 people in the space. This is how it sounds when it's 50 people in the space. Being able to have the ability to come in a Monday morning and run through a rehearsal, come in a Tuesday afternoon, run through a rehearsal, get comfortable within doing, not just within the performance, but within the space as itself, and also have like, it also have some pride in the space where it's like, okay, this is a ground floor level. This is how we're gonna have to build this up to make this something different. And I think that the same thing that exists like with the studio, where it's like, when you come into somebody's studio and maybe their studio equipment or their studio process or their studio experiences is at like a level C, and you came in and all you really want is like a level A recording, then you're going to have sort of like this thrown off experience, as opposed to you come into a place, you know this person is at a level C recording, you know that it's going to take time before this person is at a level A. Maybe you only at a level C artistic wise right now, and
you have no expectation.
Yeah, so like you don't got the expectation of you need it to sound like this, and you're more willing to like, okay, this is going to be like a building experience and a learning experience and a collaborative experience for both of us. And I think that that's a very difficult thing to find, you know, with performances. Like I said, if it wasn't for us being in this space, you know, like I don't know when I would have went and did a performance or where I went to perform in other places, because I have been to those, you know, events in Rockford where it's like, yo, I can't hear nothing bro saying right now. Like I know the song and I still can't hear nothing bro saying right now. Same thing where, and then again, everybody has their own sort of preferences, but me, when I do listen to a performance or watch a performance, I always prefer to not have somebody's backtrack. Like I want to hear your voice over the song. I don't want to hear you rapping over your own vocals, because even the greatest person doing a backtrack, like at some point you're gonna get like a second off. At some point you're gonna go a second faster, or you're gonna go a second slower. Even at some point, one of the things that I think is really important too about live performances is hearing the person's, you know, the emotion in the person's voice. And it's more difficult to hear the emotion in the person's voice when they just trying to sound exactly like how they backtrack sounds. Right. And so one of the things that I really pride myself on is I'm rapping not with the backtrack, you know, like, and that's hard
to do.
Yeah, and it is difficult to do.